Well, what's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Chatting with Chase. My name is Chase, the pastor here at River's Edge, and what I'm doing in these things is interviewing someone from our church to help you get to know them just a little better. And one of the things we've been doing is interviewing some staff here and there, and I thought it'd be cool to interview Katie Meengs, who is our children's director,
kids director,
coordinator, director, leader, person,
all things kids.
All things kids. Katie, thank you so much for doing this.
Yep.
She loves being in front of the camera, folks, so this is going to be great. Before we get into kind of just getting to know you and what we do here at River's Edge, what you do here at River's Edge, I wanted to just, who is Katie Meengs in 1 minute or less, for those that don't know you?
Well, first, I'd rather be in the classroom with the 3 or the 5-year-olds,
Yes.
So that's why I'm super nervous. I am married to Dan. We'll start off with that. We've been married for 7 years. We have 2 kids, Tyler and Raylan, 5 and 3, and we come here. That's really my life.
That's your life.
Kids and home.
And husband.
There
we go.
Family.
Husband, kids, church. I like it. All right, so about how long you guys been coming to River's Edge?
We have been coming here since 2015.
Okay.
About 5 years. We had just moved to Lansing and kind of accidentally found River's Edge. Somebody had recommended a church. I couldn't remember the name because I was pregnant and I couldn't remember anything. And we Googled the river name and it popped up, and we didn't even have the right address. We somehow find it. It was at the old YFC building, and Patsy, I think, was the first person we met as we walked in the door. So
thanks, Patsy.
Yeah.
You sealed the deal, Patsy. I'm grateful for you.
And we sat right behind Kelly, every week.
Kelly Mears.
Yeah,
Kelly Baroa now. Who was?
Yeah, but she was. So that's kind of cool, because she was also one of the people.
Yeah, cool. Awesome. So you've been coming about 5 years, and how long have you been in this position of kids director?
Since 2016. So about a year after we started, they asked me to take the job, and I said no.
Yes.
I had a 8-month-old at the time. I just wanted to be a mom, and didn't realize at the time, my husband pointed out that this was what I was supposed to do.
Yeah,
so.
Cool.
And he was right.
Yeah.
So, since 2016.
Yep. And then I came on in August of 2016. Yes. So you had been there kind of doing already. There's a few people that were already on staff here that stayed on. And so that's when we kind of got started. And my first year, I kind of dove into worship to kind of help, bring my past knowledge and experience into that. And same thing with kids, because I used to be a kids director. I don't know what you call it. But used to do that. So we got to able to pour in it, and it's been really cool working with Katie because we have the same vision for the most part. Mine is paint color. We always seem to disagree on paint color.
Only in different rooms. Not usually kids' rooms, we'll say.
Yeah, but other than that, it's been really good working with Katie. So kind of paint a quick picture here. Just how they can get to know you. This would be a great video for anyone that's kind of checking our church out or hasn't, or you've started coming during this Corona craziness and you don't know what a normal kids weekend look like. So pretend we're in normal weekend mode.
Yeah.
What could they expect? What are the different age groups we have, different rooms, curriculum? Just a quick little overview of what to expect at River's Edge Kids Ministry.
So I'll start with curriculum. We use Orange curriculum. So if you haven't heard of that, you should check it out, or you can ask me. But it is an awesome, really age applicable curriculum. I love it. It is so fun. They have amazing activities. And one of the things I also really love about the curriculum is they are always finding ways to partner with families or parents. So I think that's one of the big things that gets missed in our curriculum is your kids come into the rooms and they do their thing, but we have things that we want to send home with you or talk to you about or give you the tools to continue the conversation at home. So if anybody ever wants to know about that or has questions about that, I have so many things I could help you with and give you it's very cool, different social media outlets, different handouts, just a lot of different resources. So that's what we use here. On a typical Sunday morning, you would walk in the doors and you'd probably see me standing at the check-in. You'd probably see a few of our other teachers. You would see our person at the check-in who's usually Lexi, if you haven't met her. Michaela is usually around. Carlos is usually around. So you come in. We have 4 rooms right now. So we have our nursery, which is just our babies.
0 to...
About 2.
2.
Yeah, about 2 when they start to transition, because then the next room is 2s and 3s.
Okay.
And so that's a very busy, fun room. And then our next room, which is the room Michaela teaches in very often. She is the 4s and 5s.
Nice.
And then our room back here in our like multi-purpose room is our kindergarten through 5th grade. So we kind of go by ages. So if they're 6 and in kindergarten, we do 6th through 5th grade. But we just call it K through 5 because sometimes in Grand Ledge it gets split into 2. So
That's fair.
yeah. They come in. All rooms typically focus on like an activity right away, letting them play, welcoming the kids in the room. And then they kind of dive into like either on the younger end, they'll dive straight into their video lesson, and then the teachers break it down into age appropriate activities based on like no kid is forced to do them. If they don't want to do them, they don't have to. They want to play. Most kids love the crafts.
Yes.
Like they love it. And then back here, they are doing an activity, an opener is what we call it. Kind of small groups, and then they dive into like praise and worship, and then the lesson, and activities that go along with the lesson. So sometimes it's a large group, sometimes it's small groups. So it just depends on the week.
Yeah, and so there's kind of, we call them the big 3. There's big 3 in the curriculum that Orange wants your kids to learn at whatever age group, and those are, do you remember?
It is God loves me, God made me, and God wants to be my friend forever.
Yeah, that's great. And so that's kind of the big 3. As we delve into this curriculum, like we're selling out to that. We want to help all of our kids at all age levels learn that.
Yes.
But we have then a big 3 at River's Edge of like 3 things that we want to make sure every kid experiences on the weekend. Oh, and then those are what?
Just like an overall experience.
Yeah.
Like a safe and clean environment, having fun. And you're making me really nervous, and I'm like...
Did you learn something?
Did you learn something?
So 3 questions, because here's the thing.
Been in front of the camera too long.
Yes, when your kid comes home from anything, you always say, hey, what did you learn, and did you have fun? And so we want to answer both those questions with they actually did learn something, and they actually did have fun, because if they had fun, they want to come back. If they learned something, then there was a purpose in them being here, and then we want to make sure it's clean and safe.
Yes.
And so that's kind of what it's all about. So that's a normal weekend.
Yep.
Since Corona craziness, we've had to make some major adaptations.
Yes.
We've been pretty much gone to online for everything.
Yep.
And so we put out, though, the cool thing is we put out, on Sundays, we put out a full lesson.
Yes, it's Edge Kids Online.
Yeah.
So it's geared towards like the K through 5th. For a while, Orange was giving us the releases to do the preschool ones to release, but that was for the summer, so we don't have those right now. But we put together all of it, so it's myself and Carlos and Michaela, the video lesson, some activities thrown in there. That's every week. We post it at 8:30, so you can watch it during the service with headphones, or you can watch it at lunch or whenever is convenient for you guys. But so we are doing that. There's also during the week that we post is Chris's Crazy Challenge.
Chris's Crazy Challenge.
Which is amazing. So if you haven't checked that out, you're going to want to watch those.
Yes.
They are hilarious.
They're hilarious. For adults and kids, they're fun.
Yes.
And your kids can be challenged to do a cool activity and then post their little video on there to show Chris that they can do better than him. So that's been a really fun thing we've been doing for a while now. So that's really cool. So we're still doing our best, even when we can't see your kids, to put something out there to help them learn something, to help them have fun in a safe environment the best we can. So
and Sunday mornings we're passing out like little distraction bags for them. So there's different things in there. Sometimes like each month we get different things to put in there. So something to keep them busy during the service.
Yeah, so we're still doing worship with all families together. You can sit as a family, sing as a family, and then when it comes time for the message, we encourage you to, let them have the distraction bag, or you can bring an iPad, a phone, or whatever, put some headphones on. They can watch the Edge Kids live video or any video you'd like them to watch. And so still allowing time for that. Looking forward to the time we can open the kids' stuff up. We're working through that, trying to make sure we do it in a safe and clean and awesome environment. So
yes, we already valued safe and clean, so now we're like, hyper
safe and clean and figuring out how to do it. So any other thing you want to tell these fine folks listening to you?
There are some really cool things coming up in the whole Edge Kids area that you're going to want to come back and check out. You're going to want to keep watching the videos because we've been working these whole few months on some really cool things. So I'm like chomping at the bit till I release them. We're waiting on a couple more things.
That's right. There's some fun things coming your way,
yes,
for sure.
I'm so excited.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for sitting down and chatting with me. That was another episode of Chatting with Chase. We'll see you next week. Thanks for watching.